Hello, this is Brandy.
Hey, this is your man Dave again. What's up, guys?
Welcome to episode 16 of Relationships and Family Matters.
Wow, I can't believe it's been 16 episodes already.
16 episodes. And actually, this is going to be our last episode of season 1, Dave.
Okay.
So, our last and final season 1 episode, and then we'll start up with season 2 before you know it.
Okay.
All right. So, we've got a child, our youngest child, JB, that's getting ready to go away to college in 1 week.
1 week. How do you feel about that?
It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
It's
a little
more
nervous.
bitter to me. I have to be honest with my audience. I'm a little bitter with it.
Okay.
Hate to see him leave.
Yes, and you mentioned earlier that you might be a little emotional, maybe tearful.
Yeah, I'm an emotional type of guy.
Okay.
I wouldn't say wear my emotions on my sleeve. I wouldn't say that, but I can get somewhat emotional at times.
All right. Well, I don't want to get you started right now, but
I'm just kidding.
We'll let everyone know how that goes or how it went, past tense. But he's going to be a few hours away, and I think he's going to. I have faith and hope that he is going to do well. He's been there. He's spent some time up there, met some people. It's going to be good, Dave.
Well, he sounds like he's ready. By the conversation I had with him today, he sounds like he is ready to begin a new chapter in his life. So I'm excited for him as well.
Okay. All right. And, since he's about to go to college and Jasmine's already in college.
Jasmine's already in college, so we're paying for her college right now. And now we're going to have two
kids in college, not empty nesters yet.
No, not quite, because she's basically
still here. Well,
commuting.
She's
a commuter, I would
yes.
say, to college.
Not quite empty nesters, but still thinking about the budget. Even though I like to travel, I mentioned before I could spend a little too much on travel sometimes if I had the option, but. I heard about Gabriel Union. She's an actress and she's married to Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
He played for Miami Heat, I think.
Miami Heat.
Before he retired in 2019. Well, she mentioned something I kind of was surprised to hear.
Well, what did she say? I'm curious.
She said that they split their household income or household expenses. 50-50. Now, here's a little
50-50?
50-50. Here's a little backstory.
Okay.
Dwayne Wade he's made over $200 million playing professional basketball for the NBA, and she is a multi-million-dollar actress. I mean, she's an actress that has made millions and millions of dollars, but then she said they split their expenses 50-50. What do you think about that?
I don't have a problem with that splitting. I guess they look at their total expenses for the month and they just split it down the middle. I'm assuming that they have like maybe whoever managed the money, the funds, just they each put in whatever and they split the bills.
I don't know why, but for some reason I had a hard time believing that.
So you saying he made $200 million over his lifetime in the NBA. So if you look out taxes, that's probably around $140 million maybe.
And that's not to say that he still has that money.
No, because a lot of times people don't realize when you get a contract, let's say for $200 million, the athlete does not bring home $20 million. If you have a contract for $20 million, the athlete does not bring home $20 million. There's taxes, there are agencies, fees, there's other taxes with the state. So, if you get a $20 million contract, you're probably only bringing home maybe 14 of that, 14 of that.
But, all right, they're both multimillionaires. Agreed?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, but why would they split their expenses 50-50? What would be the reason?
I think a lot of couples do. I don't think that's
really?
I think a lot of couples. There's different ways that you can budget.
Okay.
I've kind of done some research and talked to my clients about that.
And you're a financial advisor.
One way you can merge all of your accounts together, all your savings, checking, whatever. You can do that. Or you could have a joint account where you just everybody puts in. I put in 2,000. You put in 2,000.
Okay.
We take care of all the bills.
Let me
out of
ask
that
a question
one account.
as a non-financial person.
Yes.
By trade. What's the difference between, you said they can merge their accounts or they can get a joint account? What's the difference?
Okay. Merge all of their accounts.
Okay.
That's checking, savings, money market, whatever your name. Brandy, your name is on my account. Dave is on your account. All your accounts.
Okay.
Now, you can only have one account that you use for expenses.
All right.
So we have one checking account that we dump the money in, and you put in $2,000 a month. I put in $2,000 a month, and all expenses come out of that particular account.
Okay.
Okay. So you can do it that way, or you can have everything separate. I think we do. I think we have some things are together, right?
Some things are together, like some savings accounts.
Yeah, savings account, but our personal checkings are separate. We've always,
and that's why we've stayed married for 23 years.
Yes, but it works for us because, I kind of know what's in my account. You kind of know what's in your account. Because if we have a joint account, I may go out and buy some new Jordans, which I would never do. But if I go out and buy some more sneakers or some more dress shoes for work, you wouldn't know that I spent that money. You're like, oh, I got X amount. Like, wait a minute. So separate works for us.
Yes, it does work for us.
But I do not have a problem with them splitting expenses right down the middle. That's the probable agreement that they have.
I think that would be hard, though.
Why is that?
Well, I think it would be hard because you have your house, you have your cars, you have utilities. Well, the house, I call it house note, but your mortgage or rent or whatever I say, they probably have a mortgage. That's probably one of their largest expenses.
I would think so, yes.
And then you have utilities, which may be smaller expenses. So how do you decide who pays what? So I guess one person pays all the utilities and all the smaller things, and the other person pays the mortgage. What about the unexpected things that come up?
I think what they're doing, they have one account. I'm assuming that it's an account that they put money in every single month.
Okay. And
they both put in, with rich people, they probably put in $10,000 a month in that account. And $10,000,
the same amount.
They put the same amount in there. You put in 10, I put in 10, and all the expenses come out of that one account. I really don't have a problem with that.
I don't care for that.
I think it depends on the couple. Let's say, for instance, if you may have some listeners out there that are truck drivers out on the road. A lot of times they're not able to. They do a lot of overnight. So they're not able to manage their account as much. Their wife have to do that. So a lot of time his paycheck go in their account and she take care of everything. So I don't have a problem with that. Some people may do, but I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I guess it works for them, so that's cool. But
I think budgeting is very good. I think a lot of times you can you can track your expenses. 'Cause a lot of times people are spending more than they're, bringing in.
Right.
So you have to stop. Yes, that's why it's very important for couples out there to budget. I know Dave Ramsey out there here has a little budgeting program.
Who is Dave Ramsey?
Dave Ramsey is I guess they say he's an expert in budgeting for couples, married couples, or whatever, singles, and he kind of teach you how to get out of debt. Sometimes I don't agree with him on everything that his approach, but he has some really good steps. I think you need to itemize your spending for your housing, utilities, entertainment, food, and you're gonna have some miscellaneous stuff there as well.
I know some banks that do that.
But you also, I would tell all our listeners, make sure you pay yourself first. If you don't have a 401k, you can start a Roth or 401k yourself. Your employer don't have to be involved in that. That's a personal thing. and you can always put money in that account to save. You always pay yourself first. Uncle Sam's going to take his taxes. So
here in the U.S.
Yes, in the U.S. and not the United States. He's going to take your taxes. That's off the top because he doesn't trust us with paying them. So I think something that you need to do is pay yourself first.
Yeah,
in budgeting.
I know how to budget. It's just that, I kind of don't want to.
It's not fun. It's not sexy and fun to budget because it puts some guardrails on your lifestyles.
Limits.
It put limits on you. But I guarantee if you do that for many years, you will see the benefit of budgeting.
Oh, I think even months.
Months you will see it.
Yeah, I don't think it takes years to really see the benefits of it. I have tried to limit myself on spending on certain things, just frivolous things, I think. And I've seen a difference. And I think, I'm one of those folks that gets to work from home.
Yeah.
And that actually helps as well. I'm not
it
putting
does help
gas in the
expenses.
car every other week like I was before.
Yeah. But I would recommend our listeners to go out there, get 3 months bank statements, and just go through every month. You say you go through like this month, well, let's say January, February, March. Go through and itemize every expense and see where you spend your money, and you will be surprised, probably shocked at how much money you spend at like CVS and Walmart, all these other little small subscriptions to Disney Plus,
the
and
subscriptions
Netflix
do add up.
It adds up, and now your subscriptions are they're almost high as your cable bill would be if you had cable, because you have maybe 3 or 4 subscriptions paying what? How much you pay for Netflix?
Oh, I don't remember. Honestly,
See, you don't even remember.
Put me on the spot, Dave.
See, you don't even remember.
I'm thinking about 12. It started out around 12, but it's gone up.
No, it's probably a lot higher than that.
It is more, and I saw it recently. I've gone through my spending recently because I knew these 2 kids in college is coming up, and I have cut some stuff out. I'm looking at subscriptions. There's another one that I want to cut out. I looked at it, and it's only $5. I'm like, do I need it? Netflix, yes, I really like Netflix. Don't plan on cutting that out. But some other things I've tried really hard to cut out or not do, and that's just picking up food every other day, doing that, trying to cook more at home, things like that save a lot of money.
And also when you cook for 2 days instead of 1 day.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
You know it.
Well,
I've been cooking for 3.
Yeah, sometimes we cook for 3.
Dave is like, I'm so tired of eating this.
I'm tired of eating. No, I'm a leftover guy. I could do leftovers, but some people don't like leftovers. So
spaghetti is a good pasta dishes.
Some dishes that will last for several days.
those
Because when
are
you
good.
eat out, I guess my audience probably know that there are
Your
really,
audience, excuse me?
I'm sorry, our audience probably know that people are using methods to get in your pocket. I saw a recent receipt. They're charging $10 to even use your credit card.
To you, who? Where?
Restaurants, are you there? They have a service fee, and they will have a credit card fee to use your credit card.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've been to a restaurant. It had like a service fee on it. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Yes, they had a service fee.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a service fee, in my eyes, that's gratuity.
Wow.
To me.
You
have to be very careful where your money is going.
Everybody's asking for tips now.
Everybody is asking for tips.
I'm surprised McDonald's isn't, because I went there the other day, but they weren't. But like Starbucks and other places are actually asking for tips. So I'm like, you get me Starbucks gift cards. That kind of keeps me from feeling bad about not giving them a tip.
Yeah.
And then using cash, paying in cash, I think helps as well.
Which my daughter needs to learn to do, pay in cash.
OMG, yes, she does. She needs to see where her money is
Because when
going.
you have that plastic card, that credit card, debit card, it's so easy to like slap it down, like here, take that. But when you have to reach in your pocket.
It's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. It's like a little magic card. But,
a magic money card.
But you really, like I said, people are asking for tips for bad service. I don't understand that, but tips have gone from 10%. I hope our artists remember 10%, now 20%. Some are asking for 30 and 40%.
Right. Even when I go to get my nails done, they're asking for tips. And I do tip them, but usually I tip them a little bit less than what they're asking for, honestly.
Sure. Sit down, just look at where your money is going, and you will be surprised. So I think budgeting is a good part to have a good, healthy relationship. Budgeting, financing is very good because a lot of couples, they argue over money. That's one of the top one or two for divorces.
Yeah.
Infidelity, finance, and others. Religion is one of them as well. So making sure you really know where your money is going is very important.
Well, I guess if the 50-50 works for
50-50 works.
Some millionaires, maybe it'll work for common people
common like us.
But yeah, having the separate, like we do, having separate checking accounts, I think is very helpful and has kept us from really having issues, financial issues. We both work, and if you want to buy new Jordans, which I've never even seen you buy,
no, I wouldn't buy
basketball shoes. Are they basketball shoes?
Yeah, Jordans are basketball shoes, but if I pay $200, it would be a nice pair of dress shoes.
Okay.
Dress shoes.
Yes. And I like clothes. I mean, there is kind of a stereotype. Women, we like to shop.
Dave likes to shop too.
Dave likes to shop
I like
too.
to shop. I'll give you that.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Because I don't have to shop alone.
Exactly.
And you're willing to buy things that you like for me. So
I will.
It's a win-win for me.
You got to take care of your spouse now.
And I don't even leave the house to work. So, hey, it's really good to be able to go out and go shopping with you, Dave. And the kids like it too sometimes.
Kids like it too. But I get going back. I think budgeting is a great part of a great relationship. Yeah,
because sometimes you can look at your account and wonder, where did all my money go?
Where did all my money go?
And then
you go back and just look at your balance. Like, where does this come from? You going back, and sometimes even myself, I can't, like, what is that charge? I have to go back and see exactly what it is, because sometimes you will go to a place and the place is named ABC account. Yeah. But when your statement comes, it doesn't say ABC. It says something else. So you have to be very cognizant of that and kind of see where your money is going. But yeah, I would kind of line item, say food, entertainment, utilities, housing, which would be rent or mortgage, whatever that case may be. Just go and just put money in there. Okay, how much I'm going to spend this month for this? Eating, entertainment, because and you have to have emergency money down there as well. Right. Alone, not your saving emergency money, because sometimes something's going to happen to your car, something's going to happen to your washer or dryer, or you need a new phone. Like Brandy wants a new phone.
I must have a new phone.
And now phones are what, $1,000 now for a phone.
So $1,000 easy.
You have to budget those things, and savings will help for that, and also expenses. I'm sorry, not expenses, but emergencies.
And one last thing I wanted to mention: don't be afraid to dispute a charge.
Yes, I
did that recently.
Do not. And one thing, I'm gonna say this to my audience, to our audience. Excuse me.
Thank you.
If you have a late fee on a credit card, you can dispute those every now and then. I didn't know that. Yes, you can dispute those, and they will waive them. Not every single time, because sometimes we travel, we forget to pay something. And say, hey, I'm sorry. You can look at my history. I don't usually be late. I was late because I was traveling. They would say, okay, we can waive that late fee. And late fees are expensive. Yeah, they're not $5, $10. They're like $30 and $40 late fees. So $30 and $40, that's significant. That can be like 4 lunches for me, because I try not to spend a lot of money on lunch.
That's a half a tank of gas.
Yes, half a tank of gas. So be careful. If you have a late charge, ask your credit card provider, will they waive that fee? And more than likely, they will waive that fee. So there are some few hints that you can do. All
right, Dave. Well, it's been a great season 1.
Yes, it has.
Relationships and Family Matters.
I'm looking forward for the next series.
Thanks so much. Yes, we'll be back with season 2. If you want to call us, 615-930-1251. You can also email us at brandyanddavidpodcast gmail.com. All right, Dave.
Take care, guys. Peace out.
Bye-bye.